Hey everybody, welcome to another recap of Celebrity Apprentice. Last time Goldberg was fired. So Sharon is pretty disgusted with the ladies team at this point. They're not working very well together. And it seems like Holly Robinson Peete is like the bustle in the hedgerow. So Cyndi gets to deliver her check to the True Colors Fund, which was nice. Congratulations, Cyndi. And Baron Trump is hitting golf balls off the top of the Trump Tower. Well, he's hitting them into a net, and he's hoping that they don't go past the net. But is that kid cute or what? I'm hoping that he would be like one of the people to follow around the teams, but no, it's just going to be Donnie Jr. and Ivanka. So, new teams this week, kids. Rock Solid is now going to be Bret, Sharon, and Maria. And Tenacity is going to be whoever else is left. That would be Holly, Curtis, Cyndi, and Summer. So the task this week is to create and run a workout class at a 24-hour fitness center. And the winner of the best workout gets an extra $24,000 for their team from 24-hour fitness. So it's a money-raising task, but you can't just send a check, kids. You gotta have a body, a dummy, to represent the check. So somebody has to actually sit through the class. So the PMs, Sharon and Holly. I don't know why they didn't pick Summer to be the task manager for Tenacity, because she's like an athlete. But Cyndi had to go hang out with Lady Gaga, so see you laters. Tenacity. Curtis takes over right away. And Holly wants Cyndi to raise $30,000. She has Summer. She delegates the phone call to Summer, and Summer tells her, hey, you got to raise $30,000. Holly said so. So Summer and Curtis, they mastermind the workout, and they end up calling it Buns and Guns, because ladies like to work on their buns and guys like to work on their guns. Welcome to the gun show. All right, so Rock Solid. Yeah, it's a hot perverted train wreck, and they're thinking about calling it Pump Up the Wiener workout, but they settle on the Rockstar Boot Camp, and they had some really great ideas. They came up with a really fun, dirty workout. Well, semi-dirty anyway. The exercise lady seemed a little bit distressed at times when she was watching what they were talking about, and rightly so. I mean, it's kind of an R-rated workout. Not an X, but an R. So Holly is the fundraiser on her team. That's basically all she's doing, and she's delegating everything else. So when the graphic designer showed up looking for ideas for their posters and such, she didn't know what the hell was going on, and she couldn't even call anybody because Summer left her phone on the desk. So she was freaking out a little bit, but then they showed up. So the Rockstar workout had some pretty cool ideas. They had backstage passes, and Bret Michaels was a gynecological expert, and it was pretty interesting. So Cyndi's trying to raise money for her team, but she seems a little bit confused about the whole getting people to do it thing. And Holly is kind of pissed off that Cyndi's always getting a free pass on the first day of the task, and she has to explain stuff. She has to waste time explaining stuff to Cyndi. It's so uncool. Alright, so Sharon and Ozzy, they're going to a WWE event, and WWE is quite generous with the funds. So she thinks it's very good timing. And Bret, oh, honey, you need a spelling class. You had some typos on that flyer. Did you ever hear of proofread, spell check, or anything like that? Or asking to, somebody to read it over for you? Don't fly off the handle like that. So Summer realizes that she's pretty much the loser on her team. She's not raising as much money as everyone else, and I don't know how much she's actually contributing to this team. So Holly has delegated so much of the workout that, because she's raising money, and there's a lot of other stuff that needs to get done. And there's really, literally only 3 people to get it done, because Cyndi's not there. So Sharon ends up getting $30,000 in total from WWE from various sources, which was pretty cool. And Cyndi on her team calls out an army of gays to fill the classes, plus her mom. And they actually still had trouble filling up their first class. At first, there was only 2 people, and I think they only ended up with 4 people in that first class. So at Rock Solid, Sharon was walking around the class with a whip, and Bret had a fan run over and straddle him during the class, which wasn't all that bad, according to Bret. So, yeah, the fitness people weren't that amused, but they were still having a good time. Lighten up, peeps. So Holly ended up getting a $50,000 donation from some dude that she's gotten money from before, which was really, that's a lot of money for one donation. But you know what? Sharon's donations weren't that shabby either. I don't know if she had any $50,000 ones, but she was getting some decent coin, I think. So it's time for the boardroom. And everyone is thrilled with their new teams. Of course they are, because everyone couldn't stand each other's ass faces before they switched. And Holly thinks she's the star of her team because she raised a lot of money. Yeah. Rock Solid ends up winning the $24,000 for their workout, though, because their workout was fun and the other one was just boring. Oh, God, was it boring. So even though that you knew my name or whatever in the workout, it was still boring. I'm sorry. I want a backstage pass. So all work and no play makes you not win the $24,000 for your workout. But Rock Solid raised a total of $131,000, including the $24,000 from 24 Hour Fitness. But Tenacity, now hold on to your hernia belts, kids. They raised $206,090. Awesome. For a total of $347,893 if you include the $10,000 that Holly never got from one of the last tasks that Maria won for getting that basket. For the Holly Rod Foundation, it's the most money raised for a charity ever. In case you didn't realize, Holly Robinson Pete's charity won. Okay, so they're going to take this money and they're going to put it towards an autism treatment center. That is awesome. Cyndi. Who should I fire, says Trump. And Cindy's just like, oh no, don't make me do this. And then Holly. She said that Sharon wanted to go home. Yeah, she is a little tittle-tattle. You know, you took that totally out of context because Sharon wanted to go home because she was sick of being on your ass-face team. Because the ladies were sucky. And they were all cutthroat and they were not getting along. They weren't working like a team. It was boring. It was stupid. So Trump decides to not fire anyone because... Frig, come on. They raised almost $350,000. I don't think anybody should have gone home either. I mean, that was some crazy ass raising of money. However, next week, we'll see what happens. But Holly is feeling generous, and she's going to cut a check for Sharon's charity out of the money for her charity because she feels like they deserve it. And you know what? They do. So next time, the task is to create 3 30-second radio spots. And I see Cyndi Lauper pulls out a guitar. This is going to get good. And maybe 2 people will be fired. We'll just have to wait and see. Till then, much love.